One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Penn State's offense will have the football first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Gets it to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Dropping back, it's Rourke. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Purdue's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's McGee fighting off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Boilermakers are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight, and that's...
Oh, it's on the ground! High ball! Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And I tell you what, man, you got to do a better job of taking care of the football. I got to know I got the 1st down. Running backs, this is job security. You better handle that thing well, Paul.
And because of that, David, you might see another running back jog out in the field the next time this offense takes it. We're seeing a lot more of that around college football now. There's a lot of committees out there, committee approach. One way to get yourself on the bench very quickly, put the rock on the ground. It's a coachable lesson for that young man.
Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
The kick is on its way. Secures it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off play action on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Scanning the field, it's Cassell. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Grabbed in the middle. It sucks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking downfield, it's Cassell. Fires to the right. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man out of the backfield.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Flanagan. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. To the air, it's Rourke. Floats it out in space. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He smashes his way through again. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play, and it sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
From midfield, looking for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally through.
There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeps it. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. So close to cashing it in for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to power it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Back to throw. It's Rourke. Unleashes to the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll give it to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground. Shotgun snap on 3rd down.
It's complete on the right side. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the ground, it's Hartman. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Some pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. Kick is in the air. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll run the screen. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Running behind that left side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Now improvising. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Grabbed over the middle. It sucks. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got a man, it's McCoy. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense set for a 1st down play. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To throw, it's Rourke. Rushes on him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, after having to punt on their last drive in the opponent's territory, it looked like things were finally going positively offensively this drive, and then it stalls out at the very end because they give up a sack. I think in critical down and distances, they just have got to be better with execution, making sure they have the right play call on and getting rid of the football on time, but back-to-back punts, no bueno for this offense.
And the Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front 7 has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football game.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The give to the right. Nice move to keep running. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. They feed him again. Spins away from the defense. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw. It's Rourke. Gets it out quickly.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Dumps it off in the flats. Lowers those pads. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Penn State! With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid...
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
So now it's 2nd and long. Red pass, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Here comes the option. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
This offense starts deep in a hole. Grab behind the line. It's Hartman. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have the chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. To the air, it's Cassell. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Right on target this time. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bray. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Boilermakers have this offense rolling.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And the Boilermakers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception is giving them a great opportunity. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? The coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to throw, it's Cassell. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in. It's McGee. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but